What's goody? What's up, everybody? What's goody? We back after a very fun vacation at Anime Expo. I know we did the podcast, but I just wanted to say on this channel and on the YouTube channel that it's great to be back. We are starting case number 4. Apparently this game is still gonna be wild. We playing the Great Ace Attorney 2. And what you're listening to right now is Let Me Groove You by D-Rail Reynolds Jr. This song debuted February 18, 2021. Please go ahead and go to his channel and subscribe, follow, sponsor him, please. Bro. It was such a great vacation. We had a lot of laughs. If y'all want to hear a lot of stories, go watch the VOD. It's on the Disrespected Podcast channel on YouTube. It's also on Twitch for the time being. It was hilarious. But like I said, we playing the Great Ace Attorney 2, case number 4. I cannot wait to get started. Apparently it's gonna extend to, like, this particular case extends to 2 parts, case 4 and case 5, so that's gonna be crazy. Let me go ahead and switch over to the live scene. Oh, what's up, Richard? Let's go! What's up, Rich? Let me switch over. Hey, what's goody? Like I was saying, Great Ace Attorney 2, case 4. I cannot wait, bro. I can't watch the beginning, but I'll definitely be back when I can. Oh, for sure, bro. Beginning is usually set up, so we'll see what happens. We'll see who dies and who gets accused. You know, we'll have all those details, of course. Let me go ahead and professionally lower the music real quick. Once again, shoutouts to D-Rail. Even the beginning is crazy though. Oh shit. Alright, let me go ahead and lower the music. I'm sorry, D-Rail, I gotta cut that music short. We gotta start up the game. The Great Ace Attorney 2, bro. I cannot wait to see the how this case turns out. Is it gonna pop up here? Let me see. Nope. Let me see. Game capture. Oh, that's why. There we go. Should pop up now. There we go. Let's go. Great Ace Attorney Chronicles. Let me go ahead and load up the game. Let me see if the volumes are all good. Game seems to be decent. Okay. We on episode 4, Twisted Karma and his last bow. Let's get it. Let me get that cursor out the way. Yes, sir. Start playing. It was indeed a most bizarre incident born of a curious advertisement and commonplace killing at the edge of town. Pipe in hand, Sholmes looked down at the thick, rolling fog outside our window. I wonder exactly how many mysteries are out there, hidden within this bed of fog, he said. Indeed, a most bizarre incident born of a curious advertisement. A hellhound's mad gallop through the shadows of a serial murder, an executed man's graveyard resurrection in the dead of night. That was the last case. And a commonplace killing in a small, forgotten room at the edge of town. Hey, what's good, Ricky? You lurking, bro? Got you, bro. And it is that other side which compels me to the scene of the crime, Wilson. I still can't get over that. So quickly now, take your hat and let's be on our way, my dear fellow. Well, our adventure is not over yet. Come, the game is afoot. Gotcha. That fucking dog has something to do with this, bro. We got that evidence from the earlier case about it. 8 days after that earth-shattering trial and Kazuma regaining his memory, we were in the foyer of one of London's most luxurious hotels, the Great Waterloo Hotel. Oh shit! Goddamn! 1st of November, 10:24 a.m., Great Waterloo Hotel foyer. Professor Mikotoba is due to arrive at any moment. Yes, and I'm so glad we got here in time. Sato-san hasn't been the same since what happened. Not that I'm surprised. The truth about Kazuma-sama's father. Do you suppose my father knew? That he was actually the mass murderer? The professor, you mean? I knew that's what she was thinking about. There's a good chance, I'd say. I mean, they did come here to London together 16 years ago, didn't they? Yes, that's true. Come to think of it, didn't you say that Professor Mikotoba knew about Kazuma going missing in Hong Kong as well? That's right, but for some reason he wasn't at liberty to talk to me about it. Hey, what was goody, Flameser? What up, what up, what up? The weeb god himself. Appreciate you coming through, bro. That probably means he knows then. About Kazuma showing up here in London. Sir? You know it's your title for now and forever, sir? Anytime we got questions about anime, we coming straight to you, bro. Like, Flameser, how do you explain this anime story for me and be like, oh yeah, it's this and this and this? Let me go ahead. I know all the background details. About Kazuma showing up here in London with amnesia and that he's regained his memory now. I just watch anime, sir. Sir? You blessed us with anime? You are a weeb god? Ah, there she is. Oh, shit! That's her dad. Is that the judge? From Japan? Whoa, 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 whoa. You can't just throw this on me right now. What the hell? Hold on, hold on. Oh shit, I missed the shoutouts to Flameser and Prez and Richard for liking it to the stream. Richard said, "Let's go! Fuck the world ends with you, baby! Fuck the world ends with you, baby!" I appreciate y'all. What the fuck is the judge doing here? I know the dad was gonna be here at some point. He's too important, but why is he here? I'm very well, thank you. We're delighted you've arrived safe and sound. Hello, Mr. Naruhodo. Very kind of you to take the trouble to meet us here. Oh, no, not at all. It's my pleasure. We've heard all about your extraordinary exploits here in London, you know. The news has crossed the seas. It has? I always look forward to reading the monthly reports that arrive with the steamships from Britain. Oh, I see. Well, thank you very much. Who is this man? And why do I feel as though I've seen him before? Sir, he is the first judge from the first case in both games. I take it from your expression that you can't quite place me. In that case, how about a little reminder, Seshiro? A firm tap should do it. Yes. A firm tap? What? Here we go then. He brought his gavel. I hereby pronounce the defendant Ryunosuke Naruhodo guilty. Oh shit. Oh! This man had an epiphany like Jay did with that club sandwich. You're... Flashback to the first game. Yep. Yes, sir! Yes, sir! It's the judge from Japan, bro. The court will now hear the trial of Ryunosuke Naruhodo. Your Excellency. Oh shit. Hello, Judge Jikoku. How are you? It's been a long time. Ha ha ha. Good. You've remembered now. That really did the trick. Guilty. Sir, don't joke about that. Only I was declared not guilty, wasn't I? And that was no laughing matter either. So, London again after all this time. Hard to believe it's been 10 years. To be honest, I never thought I'd be back. Neither did I. I didn't imagine Japan would ever be invited to an international symposium like this. He couldn't have just said his name? He's like, hey bro, I'm an important character. Remember me? Like, I was the judge from the first case. Although really, I doubt anyone did. To be honest, that's all thanks to you, isn't it, Sashiro? What are you talking about, Yujin? Ha ha ha. Of course, Judge Jukoku. He must complete the set. He's the other man who 16 years ago came to London with Kazuma's father and Professor Mikotoba. He's the third visiting scholar. Well, all those passport checks and luggage searches at the border took a rather long time. I must say I'm very envious of your ministerial status. Ministerial status. You didn't have to go through any of that, did you? No, I knew you were jealous. Sorry? Ministerial status? Yes, didn't you know? Sashiro here is also Japan's Minister of Foreign Affairs. What? It was his personal insistence that allowed you to take Kazuma's place here on this study tour. Guilty as charged! Ha ha ha! Alright, bro. Oh. Well, thank you very much. He's really every bit as important as he looks. Damn, they look clean in those suits though, I'm not gonna lie. Ah yes, Naruhodo. I received a telegram from Lord Strongheart yesterday. Oh, you did? It appears that some things came to light in a trial you were involved with 8 days ago. About what happened 10 years ago. That tragedy. I have a feeling we're gonna learn more about it in this case, whatever this case ends up being. Yeah, could you tell us any more about it? Your journey from Japan. So, how was the voyage here? Well, 50 days at sea is a long time by anyone's standards. You know, I know we complain a lot about travel in this day and age, but bro, imagine traveling 50 days, bro. Almost 2 months to get to another country, bro. That's fucking crazy. But it wasn't as bad as when we first came 16 years ago. No, that's true. Wild? Bro, it's just like I understand like certain plane rides are still pretty long, like they can be like up to like 40 hours or some shit with layovers and shit like that, but goddamn, does not compare to 50 days though. That just goes to show you like what the standard is nowadays. Like you can get across the US in like what, 6 hours? I'm just staying home at this point. Sir, we're all going to Japan. We gotta go. We gotta go to Weeb country, sir. As soon as we land in Japan, they're gonna be like, oh shit, here's Flameser. We do. No, that's true. Then I was truly wondered if we wouldn't be drifting in the vast ocean for the rest of our lives. This time we followed the same route as you, so we were able to relax and enjoy the experience. Ah, so you stopped in France's beautiful capital, Paris. Oh, okay, so they stopped. Well, I mean, I guess they gotta stop in different countries. We did, yes, though only for one night. And yesterday evening we left the port of Dunkirk for Dover. Just in time for the symposium, in fact. It starts tomorrow. It's wonderful that you were invited to attend such an important international event. I'm very proud of you, Father. It's thanks to Sashiro here. 16 years ago, he managed to ingratiate himself with Britain's Attorney General. I'm sure that's why he was invited, and I suppose you could say I'm something of an appendage by default. Speak for yourself, Eugen. You were close friends with the professor of forensic science at a major hospital. Yes, well, I'd rather not dredge all that up, really. Oh, there's been a lot of water under the bridge since then, but it doesn't bring him back. Kazuma's father, I suppose. The professor, the killer who took the lives of 5 members of the British aristocracy, was actually Kazuma's father, wasn't he? That's correct. Genshin Asogi. His first name is Genshin? Genshin Impact, bro? Yes. His name was Genshin Asogi. He used to pull a lot of gotchas in his time, and, you know, he spent $300 on a bow. He spent an additional $1,000 on characters. And, you know, he does talk a lot about free gems. The free gems. Oh, what's good, Peach? How you doing? Now I can't. I wish his name was different now, bro. Now I can't unsee it. Now I'm just gonna think about Genshin Impact this whole time. This man died of too many gotchas, bro. Genshin. Sounds like a predatory game. You knew, I presume, Father? Yes. He was a close friend at the time. Genshin came to Britain as a police detective. He was studying investigative techniques at Scotland Yard. I've never understood what drove the man to commit such heinous acts. It was a closed trial, so the public never knew the truth. And he was executed with little ado. To this day, very few people know what really happened, even in our homeland. I'm doing good. Bad allergies, lol. Hope you're doing well. I'm doing good. Aw, sorry to hear about the allergies, though. Hopefully they clear up. What about Kazuma? Did he know? Did he know the truth about his father? Tell him! Tell Kazuma about his father! Stop playing around, bro. Kazuma been through too much. No, of course not. Why would he know? He's only one of the important characters of this game. He was told his father passed from sickness. However, I suspect he may have had his doubts. Oh, why? As you know, I tried to guide Kazuma growing up as if he were my own son. Then one day, he came to my office at the university and said, "Bitch, stop playing with me. I've decided. I want to travel to Great Britain and study there." Do you think he wanted to come here to investigate his father's death? I don't know. But when I looked into his eyes, I did know that there was no way I'd be able to stop him. He's too strong. He's overpowered. But they won't nerf him. Something else came to light in that trial the other day, actually. Oh, what? Well, having disappeared in Hong Kong and been missing for almost a year, Kazuma's since turned up here in London, working as the apprentice of Lord Van Zeeks. What?
Well, that's news to us. Surely, we're totally not lying to you right now.
I don't believe him, bro. How the fuck do y'all not know where he was for a year? I don't buy it. I don't buy this. So, Lord Strongheart's telegram neglected to mention that part then. Kazuma's reappearance. As you know, we both thought Kazuma died on the steamship during our voyage to Great Britain in January. That was the first case of the second case of the first game. That was sad. But he didn't die. He's alive, as you knew, didn't you, Father? In actual fact, no. What I did know was that you better not start talking back to me. Is that when your ship docked in Hong Kong, he mysteriously vanished. We sent a team of investigators to Hong Kong to try to ascertain what had happened, but to no avail. But he's still alive, and here in London, you say? I never dared to even dream it. Why on earth did the young man not make contact? The government and the police have been chasing clues fruitlessly for months now. Well, it seems that he was suffering from amnesia. What? Amnesia? When we first came across him again here in London, he didn't know who either of us were. I see. He only regained his memory 8 days ago. This is unbelievable. Yes, it's quite miraculous. I wonder why Lord Strongheart didn't let us know. I must speak with him urgently. I wonder how Kazuma's been these past few days. Would it be wrong of us to go and visit him? Your time in Britain. That began 16 years ago now. It's a distant memory, really. It was Eugen here, Genshin Impact, and myself. We were the original three. The first judicial scholars from Japan to travel overseas to study. Ocean voyages were not what they are today, I can tell you. It took us 100 days to get to to get to Britain. 16 years ago, things were tough for their generation. Does that constitute as a generation? 16 years? I mean, I guess, because someone who was 16 years later is 32, so I guess, actually. I guess. Your father was an exceptionally... I'd say so, yeah. That makes sense. Yeah. Because I'm 30, and I'm not part of the young generation, so... There's a whole other generation before me. Your father was an exceptionally fine medical student at Yume University at the time, you know, young lady. Yes, grandmother told me. He went to do research at a great London hospital to study autopsy, practically unheard of in Japan. Yes, it was an eerie place, sandwiched between the back of a prison and a burial ground. Jesus. Ugh, no more talk of graves. Very often there's no one willing to deal with bodies following autopsy work. That's gotta be tough work, bro. You know, having to deal with dead bodies, like learning how to figure out how they died, when they died. That's tough shit. So you see, autopsy labs have something of an unavoidable relationship with graveyards and prisons. Not my cup of tea at all. Do you remember that Scottish prison governor? Hayden, his name was. He was a good man. Yes, but then of course, in our 6th year here, everything changed with that dreadful case. When Genshin Impact was arrested for a series of most gruesome murders. I simply couldn't believe it. I'd known the man for years. I was a witness at the secret hearing and I tried to speak in his defense, but you went a little too far and ended up facing charges yourself, didn't you? Well, suffice to say that after that trial, we were sent back to Japan. And there was nothing more we could do to save Genshin. He was a lost cause, sadly.
He's just not getting any more updates, and it's kind of boring now. Well, if you'll excuse us now. Yes, I'd like to get this trunk up to my room as soon as possible. Oh, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have held you up here for so long. I'll call for the porter then. Just wait here. Susada-san's gone off to a run. I'd like to stay and talk more, but I do have various preparations to make for tomorrow. Yes, of course. It must be a really big responsibility representing our entire country. I wish you the best of luck. Naruhodo, are you fucking my daughter? No! Sir, I'm not. I hope you'll keep an eye on Susato for me. Keep looking after her as you obviously have been. Oh, no! I mean, if anyone's looking after anyone, it's her looking after me. Well, I do appreciate you being there for her. After all, I've been a miserable father to her. I've thoroughly let her down. Sorry? What do you mean? Well, it was 16 years ago that I started my long study tour here in Britain, as you know. The very year Susato was born. Yeah, I heard. The birth of my daughter was the most joyous event in my life, but... well, sadly it was accompanied by the most tragic event of my life, too. Oh, right. Susada-san hinted at something like that. It was a rather turbulent time at home. Anyway, I won't bore you with the details. I would like to know those details, sir. The point is, I became rather less dependable than befits a grown man. And it was then that Sashiro offered me the opportunity to study here in Great Britain. I was too worried about you to leave you behind. So perhaps I was a little heavy-handed when it came to persuading you to accompany me to London. So, that's what happened in a nutshell. And that's also the reason why I now feel compelled to give my daughter as many opportunities as I dare. Though the world does not readily afford young women such things, I must say. You can say that again. I completely understand, Professor. You're a trash parent. Ah, one other thing, Naruhodo. If I may be so bold, I have a favor to ask of you. Oh, really? Of course, what can I do for you? Well, the thing is, I recognize that guy! He was in, he was a juror in case number 3 in the first game. I think his name was... I forgot his name. I wonder if they'll say it here. I'm so sorry that took so long. Miss Susato. Now then, allow us to take your bags. Allow me to take your bags. One moment, if you please, Porter. Of course, sir. That machine around your neck. It's a camera, I believe. Quite right, sir. Just 5 shillings for a lovely photograph to commemorate a wonderful stay at the hotel, sir. Well, I think given the occasion, we could justify the expense. Yes, of course. That's a cool photo. Ryunosuke just looking nervous and shit. I'd like to thank you for coming with me, Mr. Naruhodo. It's really made Father very happy, I think. Oh, well, I'm pleased then. But we were interrupted before. Professor Mikotomo was about to ask me something. Shall we return to Baker Street, then? I expect Iris will have some delicious tea waiting for us. Yes, let's go. I'm getting more and more anxious about Kazuma, though. Perhaps I'll try to meet with Lord Strongheart later, and ask after him. That desk is known as the hotel reception. Anyone wanting to spend the night has to report there to sign in for their stay. Oh, so do you think that's the head clerk behind the desk there? Yes, I'm sure it must be. I'd love to stay in a grand hotel like this for a little while, wouldn't you? Just to know what it's like. If the hotel fee was paid through our stipend, I'm afraid it might bankrupt our homeland. Damn! It's that expensive? True. London gives the word expensive a whole new meaning. What's up with that, Flameser? Why, bro? We just trying to live our lives, bro? Why does everything have to be expensive? New location has been added. Shit, definitely expensive. Yes, sir. Oh, shit. Van Zeeks is here? The 1st of November, British Supreme Court, Lord Chief Justice's office. Here is the final draft of the opening address for tomorrow's proceedings. I've supplemented your original with the figures you asked for from the yard. I see. Excellent work. Thank you. You're welcome, my lord. What's Lord Van Zeeks doing here? Good luck finding a decent 2-room bedroom for under $1 million. God damn. I mean, you're not wrong. I mean, it also depends on what location you're trying to get, but goddamn. I imagine London is just fucking expensive as all hell. My, there seems to be an awful lot of tension in the air, wouldn't you say? This place is stifling enough as it is. We really don't need any more tension. What are you assholes doing here? My apologies. I didn't notice you come in. Your small stature and dark dress make you all but invisible to me. I don't pay attention to peasants. Oh no, it's entirely my fault for wearing black, I'm sure. From now on, you must dress in white from head to toe whenever you come here. Now then, Mr. Naruhodo. Yes, my lord, I'm right here. Ugh, kill me now. Is something wrong? Perhaps it's a little too hot in here for you. Oh, no, not at all. I mean, I've never experienced a room at such a perfect temperature. If you're sure, the beads of sweat carving their way down your face seem to suggest otherwise. Because of the daggers you're staring at me with, mainly? As you're no doubt aware, my International Forensic Science Symposium begins tomorrow. In fact, your father arrived in London earlier today, I hear, madam. Oh, yes, that's right, my lord. He's extremely honored to have been invited. I'll leave the remaining preparations for the meeting room in your capable hands then, Lord Van Zeeks. I will attend at once. He gave you a very cold stare as he left, didn't he? I know, but I haven't done anything, have I? These past few days, my feet have barely touched the ground, I must say. My dedicated right hand of many years has recently put out of action in spectacular fashion. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Is your left hand still of service? Mr. Naruhodo, he's talking about Dr. Scythe. Oh, that one bitch that we convicted. Of course. I'm terribly sorry about that. It's just, she was evil. Fear not, you've done nothing wrong. Dr. Scythe's own wrongdoing precipitated the situation. You needn't concern yourself with it any further. That would be a lot easier to do if it weren't for the piercing stare you're giving me. Lord Van Zeeks is doing an admirable job of holding down the fort. Though disturbingly, his appearance has been missing since yesterday. Oh, missing. What's become of Kazuma-sama now? Not long ago, visitor numbers to the Great Exhibition exceeded 30 million. Damn! 30 million people? Holy shit! They said that the population in this game for Britain was 6 million. So you're telling me an additional 24 million people from around the world went to Britain? Jesus. What's up, Fireblast? What's good, y'all? The World Ends With You gang is here. Oh my god. Fireblast, you're banned for that, sir? Immediate ban? How dare you say such offensive things in my stream, bro? How you doing, though, bro? You off work, or you going to work? $30 million? Are there even that many people in the world? There's like, what, 9 billion right now? Jesus. As a comparison, Mr. Naruhodo, the population of the imperial capital of Tokyo is 2 million. Jesus. I will be opening the International Forensic Science Symposium in the exhibition's main auditorium. This event has been 2 years in the making. 2 years of preparations and negotiations with other countries. Sounds like a tremendous achievement. Congratulations. The 20th century will see the wholesale adoption of forensic investigation techniques. And cooperation between policing organizations and around the globe will be essential. Which is why this landmark first symposium had to be hosted here at the heart of our great British Empire. In order that Scotland Yard can become the leading investigative organization in the new world. It's a whole new world. He's the same as ever, I see. That passion of his is quite something. He's evil, bro? You're every bit as passionate in your own way, I'm sure, Mr. Naruhodo. I'm the only person in this country who truly cares about a future that embraces forensic science. It was my intention to become Her Majesty's Attorney General and reform the Yard from the ground up. This is sounding a little evil. This is sounding a little tyrannical. I don't know. Y'all tell me if I'm off base. I'm just saying this is a little suspicious, bro. So the disgrace of the forensic investigation team has been a bitter blow to my ambitions. I first established the forensic investigation team a year ago, experimentally to start with. With Dr. Scythe at the helm, it was steadily accruing an impressive record of achievement. I was on the verge of changing its name and elevating its status to a full-blown forensic investigation department. And can you not do that now? Obviously, nobody wants to hear anything about it at the moment. Even I can't keep this story out of the papers. 6 million Londoners will be cursing forensic science now. This incident will set back our country's advancement in the field by a good 10 years, I'd say. Unintended repercussions of our trial. We simply couldn't have overlooked what had happened, though. Of course not. We should all be grateful to you both. Anyway, I'll still reform this country's policing when I become Attorney General. This might delay my plans, but it won't alter them. Nothing will stand in my way. Alright, that sounded a little evil, sir. Calm down. About Lord Van Zeek's apprentice. Ah, yes. That came as a surprise to me, I must say. That you and he are old friends. How did he become an apprentice to Lord Van Zeek's in the first place? It came about 3 months ago. An unidentified Asian man was apprehended by border police. They found him hiding aboard a large goods vessel. Oh my, so he stowed away to get here. He had no papers to identify him, no passport, and he was suffering from amnesia too. Other than the fact he was clearly of Eastern descent, there was no clues as to who he was. So I decided to assign him to Lord Van Zeeks. That way I could keep an eye on him. I don't know if I buy that. So you just assign some random person to be a prosecutor's assistant? Okay, bro. But then, why the mask? I didn't want to burden Lord Van Zeeks with tiresome explanations about why he had an Eastern apprentice. Because it would be so much easier to explain why he was wearing a mask. He's proving to be a great help to Lord Van Zeeks. I have high hopes for his future. By the way, do you know where he's gone? No idea, but I believe he's left London for the time being. Oh. I take it you also didn't know. That the man's father was one of our country's most infamous criminals, I mean. Genshin Asogi. I was almost about to say Genshin Impact. Kazuma's father's crimes. What we learned about that trial 8 days ago was a huge shock. It was. You can go watch my VODs, bro. Finding out my friend's father was... Ah, yes. Genshin Asogi. The professor case 10 years ago caused a great stir here in Britain. They were such awful murders. And unprecedented. Using a ferocious dog as a murder weapon. And no one would have believed the culprit was a foreign student invited to study here by the government. So the true identity of the killer couldn't be made public then, and can't be made public now. Nobody in your country knows it was him, and neither do the citizens of London. The main motivation was to avoid aggravating relations between our two nations at the time, I understand. Correct. However, it has to be noted that there were some supporters of the professor's apparent cause. What? Supporters of a mass murderer? I appreciate the Disrespected Podcast Twitter for liking in between the stream. And FB, thank you for liking in between the stream. Appreciate you. The majority of the man's victims were a blight on the aristocracy of the day. Somewhat ironically, their deaths actually benefited society as a whole. Or so a fair few thinkers in London believed anyway. Right, I see. But it was still murder, wasn't it? It seems very similar, doesn't it? To the idea of the Reaper of the Bailey. Yeah, it does, actually. Look at my armband. First of November, Shams is sweet. What the fuck? What was that? A man screaming in a most unflattering way. He sounded like a bitch. Do you think Could it have been Mr. Sholmes? Oh my, I do hope not.
What the fuck? I don't do it anymore? Mon ami, mon ami. Are they French? Stop this disgraceful display, huh? Oh, I don't know what.
Who are these people? Look at their hair, it's bright red.
They're gingers, bro.
I think they must be clients of Mr. Sholmes.
Right, you two. You come with me now, down to the clink.
No, not prison. It is dark and damp and I don't like it.
That French accent, though.
Whoa! The darkness, it is my friend. Hello, darkness, my old friend. I am not scared. Whee! But you are always scared of the dark. Shut your mouth, you idiot. I will sit quietly in the dark and plan our next daring heist.
Oh, they're fucking criminals, bro.
I don't like this. I don't like it. Well, tough. We'll finish this down at the yard. Now get moving. Bye then, Ginny. Have fun. Oh yeah. Thanks, Iris. And thanks, you great detective. Who are those people? Gina makes a fine detective herself, doesn't she? Oh, Susie and Runo.
Hello, Iris. We're home.
Well, did you find your daddy? Yes, we arrived at the hotel just before he and his friend. Oh, well that's great news. I hope I'll get to see my daddy again soon.
Damn.
Her dad is dead? Ah, yes, of course. He's totally not dead and didn't die in the first case of the first game.
Dr. John H. Wilson. I'm assuming this is Sholmes?
So, Iris, all that remains now is that greatest of problems known to man.
Yo, what?
What? Yo, why did you dye your hair red? But before we concern ourselves with that, I believe some tea is in order. Don't you, my dear fellows?
What?
What?
Why, bro? This man is so dumb.
Is something wrong, Mr. Naruhodo? Do I have a crumb or such like on my face?
Not so much on your face. It's on your head, I'd say.
Come along then, everyone. I've brewed a lovely special blend. Time for tea.
Objection!
Oh, shit! Shoutouts to Born from Decay for the subscription. Thank you so much. Subscribe for 10 months. Hey, what's up? What up? Appreciate the sub, bro. You didn't have to do that. Thank you. Appreciate you. How was AX? Oh, it was hella fun. We had a lot of great stories. Had a lot of funny moments. It was a great time. Man, get this fake ass redhead out of here. Fire Blast is particularly offended. He's like, "Hey, bro, stop this." We told some of the stories on the podcast on Saturday. But it was overall, bro. It was definitely a great time. It was great meeting some of us for the first time, others for the second or third time. It was great, man. I won't lie though, Anime Expo is dangerous as hell. You go in thinking like, oh bro, I'm not gonna spend that much. I'll probably get like this and maybe a couple of prints or some shit. Next thing you know, bro, you spent hundreds, if not thousands of dollars. I think I spent like $200 on prints, bro. Like, that shit was, it was rough. And I also love RIP to your wallet. Definitely. A lot of us too. It was also fun seeing Jay be Jay in real time. I'm sure it was worth it. It was definitely great.
Whatever is going on here today?
This man. Bro, why does he have red hair?
In that case, let us sit and drink now. For I am, in fact, expecting a guest later today.
Your two visitors.
Mr. Sholmes, who were the two gentlemen that were here before?
Oh, just a pair of petty criminals, nothing of significance. They were just side characters.
Of course, they have to make a living somehow.
And when the mood takes me, I am willing to turn a blind eye to all manner of infractions.
When the mood takes you? All manner of infractions?
But when such fellows set their sights on Mr. Herlock Sholmes, well, that's when their luck runs out.
Oh my, you were the target of a crime, Mr. Sholmes?
But I quickly devised a plan to entrap them and deliver them to our young detective ally.
You should have asked Grexy to come too. We could have had an arresting tea party.
I did send word, but no answer was forthcoming. The man is consummately in the wrong place at the wrong time. There's a word for it, I'm sure. Aha, I have it. A bungler. That's the word. It's a good job he's not here to hear you say that. So those redheads have been up to no good?
I wonder what did the men in.
I wonder what the men did. The greatest problem. What was about... what was that about the greatest of problems known to man that you mentioned earlier?
Is it another fiendishly intricate case, Mr. Sholmes?
How should I best explain it? Are you aware of the theory of evolution by natural selection, perchance? Ah, shit. This might upset some people. Be like, it's not true. God created everything in 7 days. My apologies. Well, I think I've heard talk of it somewhere. Possibly.
It's a revolutionary scientific theory that was newly proposed 40 years ago now. According to its author, Mr. Darwin, we humans were once apes who lived in the treetops.
Wait, what?
We were apes?
Indeed. And from the very moment those apes descended from the canopy to live as humans, it has been our lot to be at the mercy of the greatest problem known to man.
Our lot? What is this great problem, Mr. Sholmes?
Why, is it not obvious, my dear madam? The problem of rent! I mean, that is true, though. That's pretty spot on. The rent is too damn high. I agree.
But did you not receive a rather large sum of money from Madame Tussmels only the other day? A large sum. One potted herb for Iris and a new motor car for me later, and all of it has quite disappeared, I assure you. You bought a car with it? Sir? That was a lot of money? Honestly, Hurley, you know you squandered it. Yes, well, anyway, 2 days ago, I discovered the answer to man's greatest problem, for the coming month at least. And what was the answer? Why, there was a substantial clue before your very eyes. Don't tell me, let me see. Humans are sorry creatures, unable to see what is in front of their noses. Let me give you some assistance. Don't look, but observe me very closely. There is one particular feature about my person that has changed. You should notice it in the end, I think. In the end? It's been stabbing me in both eyes right from the very beginning of our conversation. I think we might need another clue before we uncover the full answer, Mr. Naruhodo. Thanks for the hint. I'll be tearing my hair out if this charade goes on much longer. The lie you told. Mr. Sholmes, isn't it about time you told us the truth? Just over a week ago, you said to us, I will now tell you something of the first importance, my dear fellow. Great detectives are wont to lie. It will serve you well to remember that. That case aboard the SS Buria in January. Kazuma wasn't killed, and you knew he wasn't dead at the time. So what was really going on? The fellow was unconscious for a very long time. If he hadn't regained consciousness when he did, his life would have been in mortal peril. Of course, a side effect of the prolonged comatose state was amnesia, as you now know. It wasn't a simple enough task to silence the crew. But how? After they'd carried him out of the cabin, I assembled them in the lobby area. Then I made them swear to leave him unconscious and have him unlaid from the ship in Hong Kong as a murdered corpse. Oh, how horrible. It was necessary to find some material with which to persuade the crewmen to keep their word, of course. But why? Why do it in the first place? I will be at liberty to elaborate in due course. But for the time being, I would like to reassure you. I didn't foresee subsequent events. One event. His disappearance in Hong Kong. Oh. I believe I may have made a gross error of judgment. Mr. Sholmes. The mask Cosmo wore when he was assigned to Lord Van Zieks as his apprentice. When he cast it aside after the trial the other day, I sort of picked it up. We ought to give it back to him, I suppose. But he has his memory back now, doesn't he? And I can't help feeling he might turn around and tell me coldly to wear it myself. But isn't he your best friend? That don't mean, shit, Susato? Mr. Sholmes, about this. Tell me, Mr. Naruhodo, is this the first time you've shown me this particular trinket? Oh, I don't really remember, to be honest. If my saying that it's a collar for a breed of miniature canine with a particularly long neck were to precipitate, here we go again from your lips, we could be sure that it was not the first time. Deduction, you see, my dear fellow. Deduction. What does he want me to examine? First of November, Naruhodo's legal consultancy. Okay. Oh shit, what the hell is this? Journals, chemistry apparatus, books, papers, and lots of things I've never seen before. The newspaper? There we go. This looks like last week's edition. What's that article circled in red ink there? It's an advertisement column. It's in an advertisement column. It says, "To the Red-Headed League." The Red-Headed League? What's that? I don't know. I've never heard of it before, but... Is something on my face? Clearly this has something to do with that. Lively hair. Alright, what does it say? To the Red-Headed League. On account of the bequest of the late Ezekiah Hopkins of Lebanon, there is now another vacancy open which entitles a member of the League to a salary of £4 a week for purely nominal services. All red-headed men who are sound in body and mind and above the age of 21 years are eligible. Apply in person on the morning of the 31st at the large park on Lime Street. Get £4 per week if you are red-headed. This is the whole reason why you're red-headed, sir? It looks as though someone circled an advertisement in this paper, Mr. Sholmes. To the Red-Headed League? Does that strike you in some way? I was thinking that just maybe it might be related to your bright red hair. Pounds, not shillings? Which one's worth more? Pounds or shillings? Pounds are worth more? Oh, okay. So now we know why this man has dyed his hair red, bro? Shillings ain't a thing no more? This man is like, hey, bro, 4 pounds per week just to be redheaded? Just to be a redheaded man, bro? He's like, I'm gonna do it. This man really hurting for money. So at last you've learned to apply my methods, Mr. Naruhodo. Sorry? In the first instance, and quite indispensable observation. Believe me, I could have seen that hair with my eyes shut. So then, allow me to regale you with the details of my latest exploits. Regale or boast? Sir, you're trying to swindle people? I'm with it. So what is the Red-Headed League, in which seems to be the subject of the advertisement you've circled? You noticed it in the paper, then. That, my dear fellow, was going to be the source of this month's rent payment. It was? How? According to the advertisement. The Red-Headed League is a distinguished institution of fellows of unspecified governance. In fact, the only condition for becoming a member is having red hair. That doesn't entirely surprise me. But listen to what the lucky redheads receive once they join. An unconditional salary of 4 pounds a week. Why? Like, just because you have red hair, bro, you get 4 pounds a week? Oh my, 4 pounds a week? But why? Exactly. But why? What are they paying people for? That I don't know. No details are given in the advertisement. But surely every red-headed person in the country would be flocking to join in that case. You're right, Susie. There's no time to lose. I'll put in my application at once. So will I, just on the off chance. That might be stretching a point, I think. The trouble is, they have a fixed number of members, you see. Oh, I see. So once a certain number of people have joined, no one else can. But as luck would have it, one member recently passed away. Jesus, bro. This man had a big-ass smile on his face. Like, hey, bro, you know, someone recently died. It's like, damn, bro. This man has no shame. It wasn't particularly lucky for the redhead in question, I feel, Mr. Sholmes. So you decided to try to join in his place? Correct. I mean, look at me. Have you ever seen such a red-headed fellow? No. So why? Why did it have to go so wrong? What on earth happened? A blunder, Mr. Naruhodo. Though it pains me to admit it. What did you actually do to your hair, Mr. Sholmes? I'm glad you asked, Miss Usada. What you see atop my hair is neither dyed nor a hairpiece. Then what? Whoa, it's not dyed and it's not a hairpiece. I changed the color of my hair overnight. By the wonders of chemistry. So you dyed it then? Chemistry? I was conducting some research into a method of rejuvenating spent tea leaves. And in the course of my work, I stumbled upon a potion that when taken, turns one's hair aflame like red. Oh, he's talking about it like it legit altering your genetics? Would you like to try? It will make every hair on your body perfectly crimson. Damn, bro. Even every hair, bro? I think I'll pass. But Mr. Sholmes, is it quite safe to drink? Surely it's bad for you, isn't it? Amateurs are always hampered by such fears. Oh, I should never have doubted you, Mr. Sholmes. You mean to say... But of course! To earn 4 pounds per week, one must be prepared to turn a blind eye into a little danger. That degree of red signals more than just a little danger, surely. So anyway, Hurley left full of confidence yesterday with his new red hair. for the park on Lime Street where the Red Hooded League were interviewing prospective members. So what went wrong? The whole park was choked with red-headed folk, like a Costa's orange barrow. I don't know what that means. I queued for 8 hours? Bro, you were in line for 8 hours? Where was he? Was at Anime Expo, bro? He was in line for the 18 plus section, bro. But when the panel of interviewers saw me, they immediately said, "Ah, Mr. Sherlock Holmes, are you in disguise to conduct an investigation?" Aw, shit. Damn. This man waited 8 hours for them to be like, "Oh shit, oh, what's up, Sholmes? You here to investigate?" So naturally, I had no choice but to reply, "Shh, don't give me away." After which I could do little else but turn and leave. Wow. He waited 8 hours only to be found out, and he just left. That is an L, bro. Then this morning, when I looked in the mirror, irritation stirred within me. So I turned that pair into the police. You what? You So it wasn't like out of like doing the right thing. Like you were just pissed. Bro, this man was just pissed that he couldn't get that 4 pounds a week, bro. It's like, you know what? I'm gonna take out my frustrations on these criminals, bro. Oh dear, what a disaster for Hurley and those 2 redheads. That's the first time I heard the phone ring. Aha, here is my guest now, my latest client, with money to spend. Oh, I do hope it's an exciting case, Hurley. Remember, Iris, we are at present gripped by the greatest problem known to man. I must be willing to accept any case, no matter how unstimulating, save locating a runaway, of course. Don't spare anyone's feelings, will you? Oh dear. I'm afraid that Hurley can lack a little tact, especially just before the rent is due. Oh shit. Oh, I recognize her. She was also a juror. I think it was in the last case too. Mr. Sholmes, Mr. Sherlock Sholmes, please, oh please. Please find my husband. He's run away. To upset me. What? I beg your pardon? Never mind, a personal matter. My apologies. What exactly are you trying to say, Mr. Naruhodo? I didn't say a word. Come, my dear madam, be seated. Iris, some tea, if you please. Of course. What's the matter, Miss Susato? Oh, it's just that gentlewoman. I feel sure I've seen her somewhere before, very recently. Yeah, now that you mention it. As I her name is Evie? Evie? I'm gonna say Evie, bro. As I explained earlier, my name is Evie Vigil. I implore you to take the case, sir. Money is no object. Simply name your figure. Money and wealth are of little consequence to me, madam. Being offered a case to solve is reward enough. Oh, Mr. Sholmes, you are the picture of benevolence. I will, of course, make a mental note of your offer, however, for contingent reasons. I trust you will remember your words also. If I might inquire, sir. This gentleman and lady would be... Oh, me? What I'm about to tell you, I should like to communicate in the strictest confidence, you understand? Ah, these are my friends. I assure you, you may say before this pair anything which you may say to me. Ah, I see. I can vouch for the gentleman personally. 2 billion in cash? Let me go ahead and just ask for that, for your house, your car, any sort of property, other property you own. After all, he's hard of hearing. Why did I ever get my hopes up? The backhanded compliments? Yeah, talk. Mrs. Vigil. Forgive me for asking, Mrs. Vigil, but have we met somewhere before? Quite recently, perhaps? Oh my! Pshaw! My dear fellow, what is your intention? Clearly you have no ability to differentiate the facial features of the English. If you wish to invite the lady to tea, you must do so in a more gentlemanly fashion. Is it possible that you're the nice young lawyer from the trial I attended last week? Ah, I knew I recognized her. I knew it. Yeah. To have a man's fate in the palm of one's hand. Oh gosh, oh golly, it sends shivers down my spine. I didn't quite recognize her before because she's acting so differently now. It must be very difficult for you as a lawyer, being hard of hearing, I mean. Pardon? Oh dear, I'm so sorry. Don't worry if you can't hear. It was frippery? Really, nothing more. Now look what you've started, Mr. Sholmes. Thank you very much. I believe it would be prudent for you to sit quietly in the corner. Yes. Mr. Vigil. Tell us about your husband, madam. Mr. Vigil, my Dally, is 40 years of age. I have a photograph here. What is with the curls, sir? An entirely unremarkable gentleman, by appearance at least. Damn! How long have you been married? It will be 15 years this year. Damn! Oh wow, 15 years. We have a cordial relationship, and my husband's income is more than adequate, so we live quite comfortably. As it would appear. I need only look at you to know these things. Oh gosh. Your dress is the latest style, your hat clearly regularly groomed, and your eyes are animated. In short, you have no inkling as to why your husband might have disappeared, correct? That's right. He's a kind man with a strong sense of loyalty, and he rather dotes on me. Which would point to the possibility that he has become embroiled in some incident or other. Oh, that is exactly what I fear must have happened, Mr. Sholmes. I'm quite beside myself. My husband's employment is somewhat unusual, you see. What if he's incurred some miscreant's ill will? What exactly is your husband's line of work? He's a warder at the prison. And they get paid a lot? Maybe not in America. A guard. I mean, they do actually get paid pretty well, but this man looks, bro. Judging by how this lady dresses, this man must be getting paid a lot more. Jesus Christ. A guard. That is somewhat unusual. So, your husband is a prison warder. That's right, yes. Well, in actual fact, he's the chief Oh, okay. He's the chief. Indeed. I see. Well, chief prison warder certainly qualifies as something of a specialist occupation. Yes, it does indeed. My poor husband must prepare those dreadful punishments and see that they're carried out. Dreadful punishments? Does she mean capital punishments? That means this man is putting people to death. And at such times he must occasionally spend a night or two in the prison dormitory. But for the extra responsibility, he has remunerated more handsomely than the other warders. Of course, we make no mention of my husband's work to the neighbors. Yes, I believe your prudence is justified. Tell me, at what prison is your husband engaged? Barclay Prison, Mr. Sholmes. Really? Barclay? Oh, a fine establishment. If I'm not mistaken, there is a large cemetery just behind it. Yes, that's correct. Lowgate Cemetery. The same cemetery from the last case. Yeah. No! Lowgate Cemetery? The very place we were discussing in court. That's unbelievable. Unbelievable, my dear fellow, and yet undeniable. Sorry, Mr. Sholmes, I'm afraid you've lost me. Ah, pay no heed, madam. A private matter. Hey, shoutouts to Cluis for liking in between the stream. Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you. The god himself. I don't care what he says, bro. He is a god. This can't really be a coincidence, can it? So, to the matter of your husband's disappearance, when did you realize he was missing? Please try not to laugh. It was yesterday. I'm sorry? Yesterday? That really is recent. Laughably so. The truth is, my husband does at times have occasion to spend the night away from his work. It's not at all out of the ordinary for him to not to return home at night, but this is different. For him not to make any contact for a whole day, that has certainly never happened before. Oh, my dear Daly, whatever could have happened? My dear Mrs. Vigil, please calm yourself. Now then, have you contacted the police? Why, naturally, but sadly. They refuse to listen to my pleas as my husband has only been missing for one day. I have asked to wait patiently at home. I have been asked to wait patiently at home. In truth, Mrs. Vigil, I concur with the police. Fuck 12, though. However, let us not be hasty. I see no reason why we should not engage my deductive powers to track your husband down right away. Oh, thank you, Mr. Sholmes. And furthermore, let me assure you. Hey, shoutouts to T for retweeting the stream. Appreciate you, T. Thank you. A chance to solve the greatest problem known to man for another month has no bearing on my decision. I seek only to put a sweet smile on another Londoner's face. That's really all there is to it. You have my eternal gratitude. I shall pay any sum you care to mention. Flameser comes out the corner. Hey bro, $2 billion in cash? You seek only to put this suite's rent in your landlady's purse. That's all there is to it. Thank you for everything you have shared with us, Mrs. Vigil. I believe I have all the information I need to begin my investigation. Oh, please report to me soon with good news, sir. Fear not, madam. In a day or two, I shall be contacting you with a heartening report. Shoutouts to Cluis. Cluis the best. Just so. Ayo. What's goody, Cal? What's up, bro? What up, Clueless? Subscribe for 20 months, bro. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. I don't deserve the 20 months, bro. Appreciate you, man. Another one of the DC members went to Anime Expo with us. Went to LA. Had a great time. You deserve
Bro, I can't count that many zeros, bro. So that's how I know I don't deserve it, bro. I appreciate the gifty though, bro. Thank you, thank you. You ain't gotta do that, bro. Okay.
So, soon? Oh, how splendid, Mr. Sholmes. Good news should be delivered early, I always say. If you would be so kind as to leave the photograph of your husband in my possession.
A photographic print received from Mrs. Vigil in order to aid with locating her missing husband. He appears to have no particularly distinctive facial features.
Thank you. Now allow me to show you the door. I can't thank you enough, Mr. Sholmes. You've been simply marvelous. You know, I think it every time, Hurley. But how do you come out with such nonsense? Good news in a day or two? Are you sure? I can't be sure, of course, but then I didn't swear on it. So, you know, I'm only kind of an asshole. I merely gave the good woman some hope. I hope to be able to give her good news, one might say. After all, the rent must be paid by the end of the day. By the end of day tomorrow.
Oh, damn, bro! You cutting it close.
If by that time I've successfully located Mr. Vigil, we shall be mutually relieved. Wouldn't you agree, Mr. Naruhodo?
Don't look at me with those pleading eyes.
Well, my dear fellow, did you hear the details of the case?
Yes, my hearing is surprisingly good, actually.
Excellent. And what did you make of it?
Well, I was surprised to learn where her husband worked. At Barclay Prison, I mean.
Ah, so you noted that.
Of course. Especially with the mention of Lowgate Cemetery. I forgot what voice I gave Drubber. I think I gave him a, like... I got my figure and the game. Thanks so much, bro. Hey, appreciate you. Hey, man, thanks for telling me, bro. I was gonna hit you up, ask you if you got the game. But that's cool. I hope you enjoy it, bro. I've been liking it so far. I think I'm on like chapter 10, if I'm not mistaken. Either 9 or 10. I'm having a good time with it so far. And you got the figure, bro. Let's go. Let's go! That reminds me. I gotta hit up Ricky.
Lowgate Cemetery is at the rear of Barclay Prison. So it was renowned among those students at the university for being haunted by the ghosts of condemned convicts. Barclay Prison is where that notorious man was incarcerated. The professor. And now a warder from the prison has mysteriously disappeared, it would seem. It's all very peculiar. Indeed, but nothing you can't handle. I'm quite certain, Mr. Naruhodo. Sorry. Run along to the prison and see what you can glean. Would you? It's the prison governor you want. No doubt the man is equally worried. But aren't you gonna go yourself? Surely you needn't ask. I can't possibly be seen out with this hair. Sir, you did this to yourself? He low-key said people with red hair are trash. But didn't you go to Lime Street with that hair? That was quite a different matter. So I leave it in your capable hands. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm rather busy. Of course you are. New location has been added. Prison Governor's Office. Let me go ahead and stretch. Oh, damn! Barclay Prison is on the outskirts of London, backing onto only a lonely burial ground. Its 4 high outer walls loomed quietly before us in the fog. Having requested a meeting, we were shown to the governor's office in the watchtower. The clock has a guillotine in it, bro? You got handcuffs, bro. Is that a shotgun? A fucking axe? That fat ass bird can't fit in that cage. What the fuck? Dude, what is this man into? 1st of November, Barclay Prison, Governor's Office. No, you shaved! I was like, oh, who the fuck is this? I did, bro. It's because like I got a new razor recently, so I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna try it out, bro. It gave me a very smooth shave, bro. But I think I'm gonna grow it out. I'm gonna just like line it up as I grow it out. I think I fucked up the last time. It looks nice, bro. Hey, bro. Thank you. Yeah, I'm gonna grow it out and line it out. This. Let me go ahead and get them screenshots, bro. This man has a big ass scar on the back of his forehead. Back of his forehead. You mean the back of his head? I'm so dumb, bro. This place is full of hardened criminals. I cannot remember. Can I remember the last time a civilian was doing here? You didn't want to talk to an inmate, but to me. Damn! This man has got a chiseled ass jaw. Do you know? Do you can who I am? I'm the Governor Barry Caden. Oh, yes, it's a pleasure. I'm Ryunosuke Naruhodo, defense lawyer. And an Easterner, I see. Does that mean? Yes, I'm a visiting student of law from the Empire of Japan. Japan? Did she say Japan? Like, bro, yes, it's Japan. It's the country of weebs. Flames are telling, bro. Flames just comes into the game out of nowhere. See, let me go ahead and explain weebness. Alright, so you got anime, you got figures, you got games, you got movies, you got manga. All sorts of... Flames is like, it's not my job, sir. Why do I gotta be the one to explain it, bro? But it's kind of weird. Why is he so shocked about Japan? Yes? Well, there's no any of your kind in here, laddie. Oh, is he like Scottish or something? Well, I don't know how to do a Scottish accent. Well, there's no any of your kind in here, laddie. Maybe you should try the prison next... There's... What? The prison next door? Y'all got a neighboring prison? I didn't notice another prison next door, sir. Bro, you are extremely suspicious. Wait, what? I missed it. Anyway. Hey, we at the prison? What's up, Rich? We just got done talking to Herlock Sholmes with his red ass hair. This man had to wait in line for 8 hours, bro. He was at Anime Expo. He was in the HoloLive line. Anyway, we came to ask you some questions about... I didn't like to be so direct, but... I have no intention of speaking with the likes of you suspicious-looking Easter... Damn! Hey, yo! Hey! I forgot to do the disclaimer. This game has a lot of backwards thinking. Has a lot of late 1800s, early 1900s kind of mentalities. We do not condone that here at Alamio Productions. So this might be a little so you have been warned. Clueless. Now get out of my hair. So as soon as he finds out that we're from Japan, he reacts like this. Anime must have ruined his life. He must have watched Sword Art Online. That surely means... I think it's because of the professor case. Duh. You think so too? 10 years ago, Genshin Impact, also known as the Professor, was incarcerated at this prison. And then, after his execution, he apparently re-emerged from his grave in the cemetery behind the prison. I might have known! You're sniffing around about the boot. Is he Canadian? And this man, what does he have in his hand, bro? What the fuck? You're sniffing around about that case, aren't you? You're agents, huh? Part of the professor's great web, no doubt. No, not at all. We're just... Get going with you before I punch your lights out. We're going. Goddamn. Clearly, the ghost of that killer still haunts this place. This man is scared. We're not going to get anywhere here anyway. Unless we can somehow prove that to this man that there's nothing suspicious about us. Governor Caden. What are you thinking, Mr. Sato? I feel sure that name came up in conversation recently somewhere. I was wondering if whoever mentioned him might have some ideas to help us. Come to think of it, I have the same feeling. I said get out! Damn, bro, chill. Bro, you're not even gonna let me examine, bro? That's racist, bro. I guess we go back to Sholmes? Is he not here? No, he is not. Chief Justice's office? He's got nothing to say. What do you think about the red-headed advertisement, sir? He doesn't think of anything of it. God damn it. Aha. Sir, that's Professor Mikotobo over there. Ah, hello you two. I was just taking a moment to catch up on the world now that I'm unpacked. Where's Judge Jikoku? He's not the relaxing sort. He's taken himself off to pay his respects to all the legal bigwigs. Having only just arrived in the country today? Goodness, he is full of energy. Professor, you mentioned something before about how you'd known the prison governor at Barclay Prison. Oh, Governor Caden, you mean? So it is the same man. Father, we must speak with the governor. But he refused to talk to us. He said we were suspicious Easterners. Well, I'm sure if I accompanied you, it would be a very different story. Oh, would you? That would be wonderful. If you have the time now. Sadly, as you can see, I'm very busy at the moment. I was reading my newspaper, busy drinking coffee on a comfortable set. Now, I have rather a lot to prepare for tomorrow, you know. Oh, sorry. I didn't say that out loud, did I? You Mikotobas are alarmingly good at reading people's thoughts. Or could it be that you Naruhodos are alarmingly bad at hiding your thoughts? It could be both. Let's not fall out now. I have an idea. Oh, is he writing a note for us? What's he writing on that piece of paper? Here's a letter of introduction for you. Hopefully, when he sees my name, he'll change his tune. Oh, thank you. A note of introduction on our behalf from Professor Mikotoba to Governor Caden. Hopefully now he'll be willing to talk to us. Good luck then. Gotcha. Alright. Alright, bitch. Sir, I have a note. If you just cast your eyes over this, Governor Caden. What's this then? You can't pull the wool over my eyes, you good-for-nothing Japanese student. Damn, bro. Chill the fuck out. Mikotoba. That young jock from the forensics laboratory? That Mikotoba? Yes, exactly, him. Oh dear, perhaps I should have said something sooner. I'm Yujin Mikotoba's daughter, Susato. You're the young man's daughter? And you didn't think to mention that before? Sorry. I do apologize. Aye, well, you'd best take a seat then. Can I offer you a cup of tea, perhaps? That is the smallest cup I've ever seen. I didn't forget to try one of these wee handcuff biscuits. Your father's influence is nothing short of amazing. I'm bitterly regretting not announcing who I was from the outset now. So then, what can I do for you then? Well, we're currently investigating a case. It's one of your warders, you see. He's gone missing. Missing? That's right. It's surely been reported to you as well, being the prison governor. I haven't heard anything of the sort. There's no missing persons in my prison. Oh, but how can that be? It's Mr. Daily Vigil, your chief warder. Vigil? That's right. His wife came to us and asked us to investigate his disappearance. Let's skip the part about him only going missing yesterday for now. Clearly that means something to him. Would you be so kind as to tell us what you know, sir? Aye, of course. We understand that Mr. Vigil is the chief warder here at the prison. Aye, that he was. Strong sense of responsibility and dedicated to the job, no doubt about it. He was a fine warder. Sorry, did you say was? Aye, he doesn't work here no more. He left the job. Oh shit. Oh my. When was this exactly? This man is Coleman. Oh shit. That's a question. When was it about? It can't have been much less than 10 years ago? Wait. But the wife said... Which said 10 years? wait, but that doesn't... Okay, so he must have... Alright, this man must have been lying to his wife then. Or the wife is lying. Alright, there's like, I think, 3 possibilities. 1, Caden is lying. 2, the husband was lying to the wife about working here. Or 3, the wife knows something and she's not telling us. What? 10 years ago? He stopped working here 10 years ago? Aye, as I minded. I haven't heard of the fella's name in all that time. That's a worry if he's gone missing, though. But Mrs. Vigil made no mention of it. I think perhaps, Mr. Naruhodo, that his wife simply doesn't know. Someone is capping? Who is capping? Coolest, who's capping, bro? Coolest, the king of capping, bro. You should know. He's like, bro, I don't know what's going on. Why would you ask me? I think she's unaware that he no longer works here. That is a possibility, because she did seem genuinely upset, and didn't seem like she was lying. But you can make the argument that she's really good at lying, though. But then again, like, she was dressed very well. So how was he getting this money? Where else was he working at, bro? Governor Caden, can you tell us what happened? Why did Mr. Vigil give up his job here? That's important, is it? Yes, I believe it may be. What are you thinking, Mr. Naruhodo? I can't help wondering, given that it was 10 years ago. Ah, which was exactly when the professor was being held at this prison. So Mr. Vigil actually resigned from the position of chief warder 10 years ago, you're telling us. What happened to make him leave the job? In actual fact, he didn't leave the job willingly. He had no choice in the matter. You mean he was dismissed? It was after a particular walk. Sorry, a walk? That's the word for it in here. A walk to the gallows. An execution? It's the job of the chief warder to prepare the gallows tree and oversee any executions, you see. Only Vigil did something unthinkable on that last walk he was manning. What did he do? I'm sorry, but I can't reveal that information. But I can tell you that's very rare for a chief warder to be relieved of his post. But why wouldn't Mrs. Vigil know about it? She appears to be under the impression that her husband still works here. I wouldn't know anything about it, I'm afraid. Can you perhaps answer one more question about the circumstances of his dismissal? And what would that be, Anne? That last execution that Mr. Vigil was responsible for overseeing. Was it by any chance the professor? Yeah. My thoughts exactly. The silence speaks volumes, sir. I'm sorry. I really am. Well, I'm no at liberty to answer that. I see. My father came to Britain all those years ago in order to study forensics medicine. But you seem to have been well acquainted. The dead room, the prison, and the cemetery have a lot to do with one another. After all, they need fresh corpses for forensic research. Yes, I can imagine. The advancement of medical science isn't always particularly palatable. Your father worked in the laboratory just on the far side of the graveyard, in the basement of St. Sinners. It's still in use today. St. Sinners? That's come up before, I'm sure. Yes, that's right. We've been in there. We've been there. Mikotoba and I have used to ride in a carriage together to negotiate terms. For more fresh material, I suppose. Aye. And we used to sit in here for hours and gab about dissection and all sorts. Oh, it takes me back. Over a pot of tea and a plate of cuff biscuits, of course. How charming. He was a good fella, your father. Reliable, and dead set on his work. But I'm afraid I'll never understand you Japanese. Because of Genshin... I was really about to say Genshin Impact. Because of Genshin Osogi, I suppose. Well, I can't tell you anything else. Thank you so much for your time, Governor. Oh, one moment before you go your way, and I'm sure I have it here somewhere. Ah, found it. Here, take this wee souvenir for your of your visit to the prison. City of London Police. What is it? That's Vigil's dismissal notice. It's 10 years old now, of course. Oh my, are you sure? Aye, it's no trouble at all. It's not the original, mind. The harsh reprimand incurred by Mr. Vigil 10 years ago that resulted in him losing his job as chief warder of Barclay Prison. Thank you very much, Governor Caden, even though you are racist, sir. Well, in return, do me a favor and never come back here. That case is closed. Well, I think we ought to return to Baker Street for the time being. Yeah, I agree. We need to report back to Mr. Sholmes with what we found about Mr. Vigil. What will he tell Mrs. Vigil, I wonder? We're back! Hello, you two! I thought you'd be back before long, so I baked some scones for us all. Ah, so that's what that delicious smell was. Why do you have blue hair, bro? Jesus. Don't tell me there's like a blue-headed federation, bro. This man has Joy-Con color hair, bro. We'll never escape it. Greetings, my dear fellows. This man is so dumb. Rich said legendary. You've returned a good deal sooner than I was anticipating. Hello, Mr. Sholmes. Hello, Mr. Sholmes. Say nothing. Your thoughts are written all over your faces in any case. It turns out that it may have been advisable to test my hair color restoration tonic before application. Oh my. Pray, tell me, what of our warder friend? Have you garnered some new information? Oh, yes, something very surprising in fact. Though it's not a patch on your hair, to be honest. It most certainly isn't, but still, we discovered that... Sean! I don't know who that... Oh, shit! Gina? Drop everything, Franz Sholmes. This is more important. Gina? I can't Adam and Eve it. Why is she crying? What happened? Clearly a very grave matter indeed. For Miss Lestrade made no mention of my hair. What's... Oh my god. It's the boss. What do you mean? Inspector Gregson? The boss is... He's... Gregson's dead?! What?! They just found his body, shot with a pistol. No fucking... No way. No way they'd kill Gregson. There's no fuck... What?! There's no way they kill Gregson! What?! But Inspector Gregson? He was... murdered? No, not Gregsy. Come in, my dear girl. Tell us the whole story. Bro. Bro, he was gonna go to Paris, bro. He was gonna retire. I should have seen the red flags, bro. When he said, like, yeah, I was thinking about leaving the country and going to Paris. I should have seen the red flags, man. Are you serious, Gina? Inspector Gregson was really shot? I don't know much about what happened myself, but they're still there, investigating the scene. Where did this take place? A little rented room in a building full of flats on Fresno Street. The outskirts of town, nowhere near his home. He was perhaps investigating a case then. The thing is, no one at the yard knows nothing about no case around there. Oh, how strange. Boss it was good to me. I know I ain't up to much yet, but one day I was gonna show him. I'd become a proper detective. Jesus. Bro. Part of me doesn't want to believe this, bro. Like, I never, bro. Gregson, the detective of the Great Ace Attorney games. Only time they've ever killed a detective was in Dual Destinies. But that was like, who cares? But that was like, who cares? Like, who the fuck cared about Bobby Fulbright? Like, I liked Gregson, even though he was kind of a douche sometimes. He was still lovable. This is the part I said was crazy. Like, bro, how are y'all gonna kill Gregson? And let me guess, like, Gina takes his place as like lead detective. Dual Destinies is non-canon. It's a spin-off what if story. Bro, so please shoot Takumi. If there ever is a Great Ace Attorney 3, I would imagine Gina would be like the detective of that game. I'm trying to wrap my head around it. They actually killed Gregson, bro. What the fuck? Oh, Ginny. So, who did this? Do you have any idea who the culprit is? They got him already. Already? They've caught the shooter so soon? A witness reported something was going on, and the boys got straight down there and took care of him. Who? What awful person did this? I still can't believe it myself. Gina? It was It was Van Zeeks? Oh hell no. I gotta take a walk. Bro, don't tell me that Van Zeeks is being accused right now, bro. We really gonna defend Van Zeeks in court? And let me guess, Kazuma is gonna be the prosecutor. Oh, bro, it's just fitting so perfectly. It's fitting so perfectly. The passing of the baton from Gregson to Gina, and from Van Zeeks to Kazuma. Ain't no way, bro. There's no way. It's just lining up too perfectly. It's just fitting too perfectly.
What is this role? What is this role changing and passing of the torch shit, bro? Gina's gonna become the lead investigator, and Kazuma's gonna be the lead prosecutor. Flames said LMAO. Rich said, "I'm telling you, this shit is crazy." Wait a minute, you don't mean Rinosuke? Who do you think she means? Is there another Reaper? They've arrested Lord Van Zeeks for it? I'm saying this is the best Ace Attorney game ever. That's right. That Reaper broke's gone and shot the boss. No, Lord Van Zeeks? Of all people? Are you quite sure, Miss Lestrade? It's Barrick Van Zeeks. Barrick Van Zeeks the police have arrested. I saw him with my own eyes in the interview room at the yard. I don't believe it. And they're really playing his theme right now? But there were witnesses, and they're all saying it was him. So you mean there were actual multiple witnesses? Oh my. They heard the gunshot apparently, and when our lot got to the scene, there was only the boss and that Reaper bloke in the room. But there's no way Lord Van Zeeks would have taken Gregson's life. Close said, bro, I know this is all UK, but where the colored people at? Bro, you know they racist, bro. They were hella racist. I just don't believe it. I don't believe it either. Damn, she really crying. There was Meter Man from the Shamspear case. Oh, you mean Wario, bro? Oh, you mean that dude with the big ass chin? That's it. One character. Thank you for informing us, Miss Lestrade. This really is most terrible news. I'm dreadfully sorry. What are you saying sorry for? You didn't do nothing. I'm just trying to be nice, but you know, it's hard for me. I am an asshole. Well, anyway, I'm taking a cab over to the scene right now. Please come in as soon as you can. You gotta help. Jesus. That's crazy. It's a detective's lot to appear wherever some sinister plot is unfolded. It's Fucking close, bro. It's a detective's lot to appear wherever some sinister plot has unfolded. Little wonder we all look haggard. Sometimes these things are almost too much for the nerves. Mr. Sholmes. What use is there in being a great detective if I fail to see something like this coming? Oh, he's actually serious. How could I let this happen to Gregson? To Gregson. Mr. Naruhodo, I shall leave at once to begin my investigation. Of course, yes, we will too. It would be helpful if you could talk to Mr. Reaper and see what you can glean. I'm sure you were intending to do so anyway. Until later, then. Inspector Gregson, dead, and Lord Van Zeeks arrested. Bruno, Susie, I've called you a handsome. It's waiting outside. Thanks, Iris. Shall we, Miss Usato? Yes. I'm gonna go to the... He's just in the corner, just sitting. There he is. Lord Van Zeek's behind bars. So it's true. He really was arrested. He's sitting with his back to the wall, reading something. I don't think he's noticed us.
Lord Van Zeeks. Fancy meeting you here. The last place on Earth I'd like to be, with the last person on Earth I'd like to see. Sir, you are in trouble. I couldn't very well not come. We heard what happened, that Inspector Gregson was... Go home. This has nothing to do with you. Don't pull a fucking Edgeworth, bro. What year does this game take place? It's the late 1800s, early 1900s. Around that era. Flames are asking because he wants there to be less people of color. Hey, bro, where are the Mexicans in this game, bro? I'm sure there was at least one Mexican, bro. Where are they, bro? Where are the tamales, bro? Go home. This has nothing to do with you. But, sir, you know we're gonna be your defense attorney? Forgive me, Lord Van Zeeks, but I must disagree. Inspector Gregson was very helpful to us on a number of occasions. We're indebted to him, and at the very least, we owe it to him to find out the truth about his death. You must help us with our investigations, please. Where the tortas at, bro? There's really nothing I can tell you. What were you just reading at the back of the cell there? Was it something related to the case? This. The Yard isn't quite so cavalier with its information as to share case details with the suspect. This is a letter from an old acquaintance. Oh, who might that be? Someone you know, as it happens. Albert Harebrain. Of course, yes. I keep forgetting that they went to the same university. And I would like to read my correspondence in peace, so let's get this over with, shall we? What is it you want to know? Strange. I mean, let's face it, Lord Van Zeeks never minces his words, but they seem to have less bite than usual somehow. What the fuck happened, bro? Can you at least tell us your side of the story, Lord Van Zeeks? What happened? How much do you already know? We know that the inspector was shot dead in a small rented room on Fresno Street, and that you were found there by the police when they arrived on the scene and was immediately arrested. Which is par for the course, actually. And we were told that there was nobody else in the room, and that some witnesses heard the gunshot. Then you're well informed. And there's really nothing I can add. The truth is, I don't know what happened myself. Oh my god. Van Zeeks, why, bro? Why are you so unhelpful? But the gunshot. Obviously you didn't fire the gun, did you? I'm not in the habit of shooting the people I work alongside. I also heard the noise. However, before I had a chance to investigate, I was apprehended by the arriving officers. He needs some wins before thinking. So, he needs some wine before thinking, bro. So he doesn't actually know what happened. If I might ask, what were you doing in that place to begin with? I don't need to. Oh, why are you being difficult, bro? We literally trying to save your fucking life, bro. I don't need to answer that. After all, you're not representing me. He is going to need a lawyer, though. Who else gonna represent you? Who is going to represent you in court, Lord Van Zeeks? Anyone other than you, I should imagine. Would I be right in assuming that you have no representation as of yet? Defense lawyers shy away from any trial involving the Reaper, as I'm sure you know. But this is different. In my career, of all the defendants I've prosecuted, only 19 have ever been acquitted. Of them, 16 subsequently died in mysterious circumstances. Questions will be asked now. Surely not. I assure you no defense lawyer will want to touch me with the end of a barge pole. But you didn't actually have anything to do with those people's deaths, did you? It's been 10 years now that I've been known as the Reaper of the Bailey. Believe me, nobody wants to know the true identity of this killer more than I. However, it seems things have come to a head before I have the chance to uncover the truth about that. What does he mean by that? After the trial, Professor Harebrain was supposed to go straight back to Germany, I thought. It's a letter to inform me of his safe arrival at home. I arranged this passage by sea and rail. It's a relief, I must say. You should now be beyond the reaches of the Reaper. Because the Reaper doesn't follow people abroad, you mean? Yes, so it seems. Your stooped little Nipponese friend, for example. You told me he was keeping well in Japan when I inquired the other day. Yeah, that's right. He's an author now, happily working in Tokyo. So Professor Harebrain is safely back in Germany now? He is. So, it appears our conversation has run dry. There was a 2-second silence, that's all. Well, in any event, if you'll excuse me now, I wouldn't like to detain you. I was wondering, Lord Van Zieks, if you'd like, I'd be happy to advocate for you. You trust me, do you? Yes. I've heard you speak many times in court. I've seen how you treat people. So I'm quite sure that you would never have taken in another's life. It's just, my feelings can't be used as evidence in court of law, sadly. It's a very gracious offer. However, I trust no one. Of course, bro. Of course, bro. But why you gotta make this difficult? What? Not the police, not the judiciary, and not you Nipponese, bro. Hey, bro, calm down. Chill, bro. But damn, quit being such an Edgeworth. This is so much like Edgeworth in the first game. Case number 4, like I don't want you anywhere near this case. I have no intention of engaging your services. The chasm between us is just too wide and too deep, it seems. I'd appreciate it if you don't visit again. Neither of us will waste any more time. Perhaps we need to dig a little deeper and find out more about Lord Van Zieks and what happened to Inspector Gregson. Yeah, so we gotta go to the street room. Fresno Street, okay. This really is an out-of-the-way part. This really is an out-of-the-way part of London. I doubt many people find their way back down the street. So this dust-ridden, rented old room is where it happened then. Damn, bro, there's his outline right there too. Jesus. So this is where poor Inspector Gregson lost his life. Yes. And the police are already hard at work investigating, it seems. Is Gina here? I don't see Mr. Sholmes anywhere, though. Perhaps his investigations have taken him elsewhere. Oi! What do you think you're doing there? Every one of them drawers has got to be taken out right, so you look underneath and all. I want the space above this ceiling checked, and don't forget to look inside the chimney stack, too. Blimey! Ain't you lot never going over a house looking for dough when the owners are out of town? Gina's obviously got some unique investigative techniques she wants everyone to adopt. Oh, so you turned up at last. Mind you, I haven't been here long myself. Hello again, Gina. Shums has only just left. You're lucky you missed that. He went prancing around in here, pointing that stuff and flicking that of his... and then just scarpered. He finished investigating already, you mean? Yeah. He didn't stop to say nothing to no one, not even me. Gina, would you mind if we investigated too? Don't tell me that we're not allowed. Do not, Gina, do not do this to us. Listen, Otto, you're a lawyer, right? Yeah? Why? Well, you're not thinking of trying to help that Reaper bloke, are you? Oh! Poor Gina. She's never going to forget, is she? That trial will haunt her forever. Gina, if you don't mind me saying, if Lord Van Zieks really is responsible for this crime, he will be duly and fairly judged in court. I suppose you're right, yeah? Go on then, Otto. Get investigating. I want to know the truth about what really happened here. Thank you, Gina. Inspector Gregson. Gina, what was Inspector Gregson doing here in the first place? That's what I want to know. It's what, half a year before I got out the clink? That's when I decided to give up me diving and become a detective instead. Oh yeah, Mr. Sholmes twisted the inspector's arm to agree to take you on as an apprentice, didn't he? Something like that, I think. Anyway, the point is, I didn't really know much about the boss till then. But it turns out he's a bit of a legend at the yard. Goodness, really? They say he managed to solve some really tricky case, just like that. He did. Yep, and ever since then, he started going out all sorts of investigations, but always on his own. No one else at the yard even knows what half the cases he's working on are, apparently. That's a little suspicious. That's not how it's supposed to work, is it? So what was the legendary inspector doing in a dingy little room like this? I know he had a lot of respect for the Reaper and all, and look where it landed him. Respect for the Reaper? In what way? I heard him say as much. I take my hat off to that fella. Were his words. Not how the general public feels, is it? Most people are terrified of the Reaper. Yeah. The boss said that's exactly why he respected the bloke. I didn't realize Gregson held the Reaper in quite such a high regard. He says something else to me and all. That I didn't need to worry about the Reaper, because he only goes after people what are bad. It did kind of set my mind at ease when he said that. Right. What is this place then? Does anyone live here? Apparently it's being rented by some cove named Hugh Boone? Hugh Boone. It's sort of a here today, gone tomorrow kind of name, isn't it? Yeah, he's what you call an unidentified person. We haven't been able to get in touch with him. I see. Well, judging from appearances, I'd have to say that this place hasn't been lived in for a long time, if ever. Right? All the lads from the yard piled down to get stuck into the investigation, but there's so little here. No one knew what to do with themselves. I do wonder. Yes, Mr. Sonna? Well, could it be that this Hugh Boone is in fact Inspector Gregson himself? How could that be? Well, if he was investigating on his own, it's quite possible that this was in fact some kind of secret office of his. I'd never even considered that. Nice work, Suze. We're actually following a line of inquiry like that ourselves. You are? If you look around the room, you'll see. There's a few things that hint at it. You should really investigate this place in detail. I see that's where the poor inspector was found over there. Damn. Yeah, that's right. They said it was a single bullet what did him in. Apparently the bullet went right through him and struck that candle tree right on the wall. Oh yeah, it's blown one of the candles out. It's blown one of the candles apart completely. And the gun used there is there on the floor. It's the Reaper's, isn't it? No denying that. What? Really? How do you know that? Take it easy. I don't know what to do with myself when you stare at me with them big wide eyes. I'm only saying what I heard. I don't know much about guns myself. But there's some bigwig lawman or whatever said so. Why don't you ask him? A bigwig lawman, is it? Anyway, Fresno Street runs along under that window there. There were some street sellers just outside where the gun shot. Oh, but I don't recall seeing anybody outside. Yeah, they've been taken down the yard for questioning, that's why. Do you think we might be able to speak with those street sellers ourselves? I doubt it. The lads at the yard will just want to know what you're sneaking for, and you'll be up for grilling and all. So we can't interview the witnesses then. Shame. Anything to present? All rights to redundancy pay and other financial benefits are fully revoked. Aiding and abetting the escape of from this prison of convict just prior to his execution. So he did help them. What is this red hair? Ever since we came in here, I can't take my eyes off that thing. Funnily enough, neither can I. It's a hairpiece, isn't it? It's a hairpiece, isn't it? It is! It is! A bright red hairpiece. And I suppose the fact that it's right here next to where the body was found means that we have to accept that Inspector Gregson wore wigs, doesn't it? And such a flame-colored red, too. Yeah, that's a color we've come across very recently elsewhere, isn't it? Exactly. This is a vital clue, I'm sure of it. A flame red wig found at the scene of the crime on Fresno Street. Presumably it belonged to Inspector Gregson. Damn, that's where he bled out too. So I suppose this is where the victim... That's right. The rope is laid around the body to show exactly how it was found. Poor Inspector Gregson himself has already been taken away, and would probably be under Dr. Scythe's scalpel by now if not for what happened last week. From the shape of the rope, it would appear that the inspector was curled up in a ball. Are you feeling alright, Mr. Naruhodo? You look like you've just seen a ghost. I know it's just rope, but, well, it conjures up quite a terrifying image, that's all. Especially with that bloodstain next to it. Oh, I do understand. In some ways, what we picture in our minds can be even worse than reality. Sada-san is so strong, though. She's taking this far better than I am. Oh, what's this? It would appear to be a little model policeman. It's rather charming, isn't it? In a way. Seeing as it's on the floor here, do you think it belonged to Inspector Gregson? It's a little hard to imagine Lord Van Zeeks playing with something like this. It's only about 8 centimeters tall. It could have fallen out of someone's pocket, I suppose. I think we should record it as evidence, just in case. Yes, I agree. It is rather delightful, after all. In a way. A small and rather endearing model of a British policeman found at the scene of the crime on Fresno Street. This is presumably the murder weapon, then. Oh my, it is real, I suppose? I think so. Guns are so rare in Japan, I really know very little about them. There's only one way to know for sure, Mr. Naruhodo. Fire a shot. Go ahead and pull the trigger. Like, no! No. If I did that, I'd be looking for a skilled lawyer to represent me in court. Slightly safer to ask someone whom I know, I think. The murder weapon that was found at the scene of the crime on Fresno Street. Probably best to avoid handling it. I suppose this must have been the murder weapon. Oh my. It is real, I suppose? I think so. Guns. Oh, okay, so it's the same. The helmet of this charming policeman appears to be a little worse for wear. I'm not convinced about the charming part, but yes, you're right. The hair part looks like it's been fairly heavily manhandled. Almost as if somebody was enjoying twisting it around and around for fun. Shall we try twisting it around and around too, for fun? Oh, what the fuck? What's that? It appears to be some sort of key. But it's so tiny though. It couldn't be a key for a door, not at that size. So what is it for, I wonder? Giving a twist, key-like shafts pop out from the base. I've always wondered what the underside of a hairpiece looks like. That doesn't surprise me at all, Mr. Naruhodo. You always want to see what lies beneath, don't you? I'm not sure that's quite how I'd put it. You must have to use lots of bird lime to keep it in place on your head, so it doesn't get blown off in a gust of wind, I mean. That might be a little inconvenient when you wanted to take it off again, don't you think? Guess I'll talk to these guys. Excuse me. If you're looking down on us from the great beyond, Inspector, don't worry. We'll look after things at the yard. I've interrupted some deep thoughts there. Excuse me. Sorry, sir. Can't see a thing, sir. Too many tears, sir. Damn. Right. Perhaps I'd better leave you to your work then. The top of one of the candles in this candle holder has been completely blown off. Yes, there's wax spattered on the wall behind, look. I suppose if a bullet had hit it, it does seem likely that the bullet hit the candle, having first passed through the inspector's body. Ugh. Now that wax on the wall looks like blood to me. Ah, there are some black marks here, look. Yes, they look like some sort of scorch marks. So perhaps the bullet struck the candle here, do you think? It's only this one candle that's been cracked in half, it seems. Yes, I think you might be right. Firearms are rarely used by criminals in Japan, so I'm afraid I'm not particularly knowledgeable about them.
Who is this?
Oh, it's a photograph stand. I suppose it must be a picture of one of Inspector Gregson's family members. Ah! But what's the matter? Your eyes look like they're about to pop out of your head. They are! Look! Mr. Naruto, quickly! Isn't that one bitch? Mrs. Vigil? Why do I feel like this woman is familiar somehow? Of course she's familiar! We met her only this morning. Oh shit, it's Mrs. Vigil. It is her, okay. This makes no sense. Why would there be a picture of Mrs. Vigil in here? I have a theory, but I'm not gonna say nothing. Not yet. To be frank, I don't think I've ever been more stumped. I'm sorry to say I have no idea either. A photographic print of a smiling Mrs. Vigil in her younger years. It was found on a desk at the scene of the crime. This looks like some sort of nose sport or something. And it's absolutely covered in scraps of paper. Mr. Naruhodo, look! This you mean? It's an autopsy report, isn't it? And these are case notes here. And details of prison inmates. Yes. In fact, there are all sorts of documents that only a detective would normally acquire. What on earth went on in this room? Some old newspaper cuttings? Oh, and this one here. Oh yeah, the advertisement you mean. To the Red-Headed League? But why? What's that doing here? Whoever occupied this room was clearly interested in it for some reason. Excuse me. Oh, Inspector. Oh, sir. Poor man. Can't possibly be able to focus on investigating when he's so upset. An empty fireplace makes a room feel even colder than it would otherwise, doesn't it? It's thick with dust, look. I think it would be fair to say it hasn't been used in a very long time. In other words, whoever lived in this room must have been extremely hardy in cold weather. Or nobody lived here at all and merely visited when the occasion arose. I wouldn't like to say which is more likely. No, that's right. It's one or the other. What can I show you? Nah, nothing. So she's got nothing to say about any evidence here. Alright. There's nothing left to examine, right? Let me see. I guess the windows. Somebody's very haphazardly nailed these boards over the broken glass, haven't they? You couldn't even really call it a window anymore. Well, if you remember the window in Mr. Natsumi's room, that was totally blocked up with bricks. This one does at least have still lit. You could say nothing more about it. I'm starting to feel even more sorry for Mr. Natsumi. Damn. I think that's all the evidence. No. Kotoba dismissal. My armband? Alright, that was a waste. Oh, that business. Yep, Inspector Lestrade here. Soon add that one button up. But I thought it was Mr. Sholmes who led that pair into a trap, wasn't it? Listen, Otto. It ain't easy going from East End diver to Scotland Yard detective, right? But anyway, it's all part of the charm, isn't it? Being a bit loose with the truth when it helps. That's wrong for so many reasons. Maybe I should get Iris to write some stories about me. The Adventures of Inspector Lestrade. That was also pointless. Yeah, there's nothing else. I presented everything. My armband. Let me go ahead and show you my armband. So the only thing I have to go on is I have to show the gun to someone who's an expert on guns, but who the fuck is the prison governor? He's not here. God damn it. I highly doubt this is what I gotta do. Mikotoba, is he here? Sir, and it's checkmark. God damn it. Lord Chief Justice? Let's go! You've made good time. I'm assuming this is Kazuma. I took an express train back to London. I can hear Lord Strongheart, can you? Yes, it sounds as though he's talking to someone. Yes, go! Is everything in place? I had a private compartment on the train so I could check all the paperwork. It's... Kazuma-sama. Ah, your timing is impeccable. It is? No doubt you have heard the sickening news about the Reaper's latest devilry. Yes. I'm sure you don't believe it, of course, though, Lord Strongheart. That Lord Van Zieks could have done such a thing to Inspector Gregson. I believe only in the facts. Oh, this man is so evil, bro. He's gotta be evil. There is no way you are innocent, sir. And the facts in this case point to one thing. The unavoidable accusal of Lord Van Zieks for this crime. We must bring charges against the Reaper for taking the life of our legendary detective. No, surely not. It's a truly regrettable situation. Tomorrow, the Forensic Science Symposium finally begins. At the very least, though, we can show the world our justice system's swift and equitable processes. So does that mean the trial is tomorrow? Precisely, of course. In fact, this is a fine opportunity for introductions. Kazuma. Oh shit. Ah, but of course, you're already acquainted, aren't you? Mr. Asogi here will be present at tomorrow's proceedings. Leading the prosecution. I fucking knew it, bro. Listen, I fucking knew it. Wait. What? Kazuma. As I'm sure you're aware, he's a very capable practitioner of law. Kazuma-sama, a prosecutor? Tomorrow's trial. I'm sure you can imagine that tomorrow's trial will be closely followed all over London. In fact, no. People all over the Empire will be watching closely to see how it unfolds. There's no salvation for anyone in a trial prosecuted by the Reaper of the Bailey. Now, the Reaper himself must stand in the dock. Quite so. The public want answers about the Reaper. Answers about how and why those who escaped conviction subsequently died mysterious deaths. But Lord Van Zieks firmly denies any involvement in such matters. And there have been thorough investigations that have proven him to be innocent. That's certainly true. Or it has been, at least until now. Ah. No. Tomorrow's trial will mark the start of a new chapter in our country's great judicial history. So, Kazuma will be prosecuting tomorrow? That's right. But he's a defense lawyer, Mr. Strongheart. Accomplished young law practitioners cannot pick and choose their roles. And imagine what it will mean for the prosecution to know the strategies commonly employed by the defense. A devastating combination, wouldn't you agree? Absolutely. I have no doubt at all that Kazuma will be razor sharp as a prosecutor. But why Kazuma-sama? There are surely other highly skilled prosecutors in Great Britain. It was a personal request. I asked to be assigned to the trial. You asked for this? But why? It'll all become clear tomorrow. I'm guessing you intend to stand for the defense, don't you? Although, the Reaper appears to be turning down all offers of representation. I'm surprised such a personal request would have been upheld. It seems unprecedented, quite exceptional in fact. You are quite right, Miss Mikotoba. Tomorrow's trial will be unprecedented and exceptional in every way. After all, the accused is one of Britain's greatest prosecutors, the pride of the Empire. It would be unwise to give the public a reason to perceive it as the judiciary closing ranks. So that's why you're happy to let a foreigner handle the prosecution? Ryunosuke, let's see how your skills have been honed. After practicing law in this land for so many months. Ah, shit, bro. Let's go! Kazuma, I don't understand why you're being so hostile to me now. This isn't gonna end well, my friend. Like, Kazuma, I am the protagonist, sir. You know I don't lose. Oh, yeah, we noticed that there was a gun at the scene of Inspector Gregson's death. Do you know if it belongs to Lord Van Zieks? That would be a question for the lead detective investigating the scene. Well, the thing is, she wasn't sure, so she told me I should ask somebody higher up who might know. That's right, Mr. Naruhodo. Be direct. It's certainly a model that's issued to all personnel involved in law enforcement, yes. Which includes prosecutors, as I'm sure you can imagine. In that case, it could have actually belonged to the victim. No, Gregson had his gun on his person. What about Lord Van Zeeks? He claims it's currently not in his possession. What? According to his story, he lost it. In short, it's more than a little suspicious. But just because the gun in question is the same type as the defendant's But just because the gun in question is the same type as the defendant's is no proof that it's actually his. No, of course not. Nevertheless, the situation is grave for Lord Van Zeeks. I'm sorry for all the worry I've caused you, but it'll be alright now. Has your memory completely returned? Yes, completely.
Aw, not this song, bro! Oh my god. They can't do this to me, bro. They played this song when he died back in the first game. The feels, bro.
I remember everything, including what I was coming here to do. Right. Kazuma-sama, I can't tell you how happy I am to see you alive and well like this. But how did you come to be here in London when you were suffering from amnesia? It was the voice. This past year, I've been hearing it in my head constantly, saying the same thing over and over. Go to London. That's where your destiny awaits. It was that voice that guided me here to London. I'm so sorry for what's happened. Anyway, my memory might have returned to me. But there's something that won't return to the way it was before. What do you mean? I'm a prosecutor now, so I'm sure our paths will cross again very soon. Doesn't look like we're gonna glean. It doesn't look like we're going to glean much more here. Well, thank you very much, Lord Strongheart. Remember, tomorrow's trial will go down in our empire's history. There's much you could learn from the public gallery. Sorry to have taken up so much of your time. We'll see ourselves out.
Welcome.
Before you go, Ryunosuke. Oh, what is it, Kazuma? I just wanted to thank you. Kazuma-sama, what? You took my determination to heart and brought it with you over the ocean in my stead. And you carried out my role to perfection. You always were intent on studying British law in order to change our own justice system. It was your dream, and Mr. Naruhodo didn't want that to die with you. Yes, but I had another purpose for coming here. Oh. What was that purpose, sir? I actually have a favor to ask. Which is? This trial I'll be prosecuting tomorrow. I'd like you to be there to see how it ends. Right in front of me, as the defense counsel. Why? What's this all about? I know you have what it takes. But Lord Van Zeeks would never put his fate in my hands. On the contrary, he recognizes your talent. He does? It's not easy to see behind the facade sometimes. Here, have a look at this. Damn, it's weird to see Van Ziek's, like, younger and smiling. That's Lord Van Ziek's and Inspector Gregson. And a photograph that must have been taken some time ago by the look of it. And who's the third person? That might be his brother, right? What was his name? Clint? It was displayed very prominently in the detective's office. In Gregson's office, you mean? Yes, what I'm trying to say is, if you really think you can trust the Reaper, you might find that some straight talking makes him take a different view. Take it. An old photographic print displayed rather prominently in Inspector Gregson's office, as if it was a treasured memory. I don't understand. Why are you giving me this? Just hurry, Ryunosuke. Visiting hours at the prison are almost over. What are you doing, Kazuma? Guess we're going to the prison. Lord Van Zieks is still reading that letter. We've been gone quite some time, though. Either he's an incredibly slow reader, or it's an incredibly long letter. I might even be able to read English faster than he can. I was intending to ignore you entirely, but I can't turn a deaf ear to such an insulting Nipponese. Oh, sorry. Didn't think you'd hear that. I had the case notes brought to me in secret. I was reading them to pass the time. Yes, we heard that your trial is set for tomorrow, which is none of your business. So, have you found a lawyer? How many times must I reiterate the same thing? This is nothing to do with you. In other words, no. We were just talking to Lord Strongheart, and the prosecutor for your trial has been decided. I'd expect nothing less, though I have no idea who it is. It's going to be Kazuma Sogi. Sogi? That made the color drain from his face. Ah, well then. It seems I'm going to have to engage in conversation with you again, after all. 10 years ago, my older brother, who was the director of prosecutions at the time, was murdered. Ah, shit. Ugh. And the killer, as you know, was a visiting student from the Far East. Not a single day goes by when I don't curse the name Asogi. Genshin Asogi was Kazuma-sama's father. So what cruel twist of fate is this now, 10 years later? The man's son is to crucify me in some kangaroo court? I still don't understand why Lord Strongheart apprenticed Kazuma to you. It's what he does. No doubt he knew of the young man's true identity from the outset. But what could he have been hoping to achieve? And let's not forget that it was only 8 days ago that Kazuma recovered from his amnesia. Why would Lord Strongheart assign this trial to somebody like that? Asogi. That name is the very epitome of my bane. The bane that is you, Nipponese. Right. Your hatred for all of us Japanese. I'd only just been appointed as a prosecutor when it happened 10 years ago. How old are you? Wait, how old is he? Oh, okay, he's 33. Okay. My brother Clint, the director of prosecutions, was hunting down a mass murderer. The so-called professor, assigned to the investigation as his partner, was a certain visiting student dispatched from Scotland Yard, and that was Genshin Asogi. Exactly. I developed a deep respect for the man. He seemed noble-minded and chivalrous in the extreme to me. But none of us saw the true nature of the man. What is this song? So I lost everything when it happened. My esteemed brother, the people I believed in, any semblance of right prevailing over wrong. Oh, how awful. To avenge my brother, I prosecuted Asogi's trial. It wouldn't ordinarily have been allowed, but I beleaguered the ascribed prosecutor until he consented. What do you mean by the ascribed prosecutor? The man in charge of the professor case inquiry, Lord Mel Strongheart. Wait, what? Lord Strongheart? He was a highly accomplished prosecutor, but he agreed to relinquish the trial to me and act as my advisor instead. Since that time, he's the one person to whom I've felt indebted. I'm sure he must have seen your zeal for the case and recognized your potential as a prosecutor. Anyway, time passed, but then earlier this year, who should arrive in London but you? Ah, and of all things, as a lawyer. I felt your animosity the first time I ever faced you in the courtroom. Your obvious deep loathing of us Japanese. I kept telling myself it was illogical. But for so many years, that hatred had festered inside me. I could no longer control it. And I can understand why. Now I know the history. But in the same way that I have long felt the Nipponese to be the bane of my life, to Kazuma Asogi, I am the bane of his, the Reaper who sent his father to the gallows. He's looking for revenge, and he intends to take it in court tomorrow. Gregson's transfer to the Paris police prefecture had finally been arranged for the coming month, but he'll never make it to France now. It's a tragedy. Oh, yes, come to think of it, he did mention something about that, didn't he? I wonder, does it happen often? Being transferred internationally, I mean. It's the first time I've ever encountered it. Oh. A Paris police welcoming an English detective is almost inconceivable. I can't imagine what kind of magic Gregson must have worked to put that arrangement in place. It sounds like that mystery has even the Reaper perplexed. I'm afraid to say that we were very ignorant about Inspector Gregson's standing. We hear that he was considered something of a legend at Scotland Yard.
Don't play his theme. God damn it, bro.
Why would you do that? Again, it was 10 years ago that he first made a name for himself, by uncovering a decisive piece of evidence that exposed the professor's identity. If it wasn't for Gregson's singular approach to the case, the discovery would never have been made. What sort of approach? After my brother's life was taken, the inspector pushed for a full autopsy. Oh my, 10 years ago. Why is that so surprising? Autopsy was considered a desecration of the body at the time and rarely performed. And my brother was of course a noble. That made the idea of it even more unthinkable. But something Gregson had dug up in his investigations made him determined that it was necessary. His powerful conviction somehow influenced the House of Lords, and as a result, I could avenge my brother's death. So, you must have had great confidence in the inspector's abilities then. And it's even more inconceivable that you would have taken his life. I don't have confidence in anyone. Oh, and I'm sure Gregson felt the same way. I've no doubt he thought of me only as the ominous Reaper, just like the rest of London. What really went on between Lord Van Zieks and Gregson, I wonder? What was the true nature of their relationship? Your gun. About the gun used to shoot the inspector that was found at the scene. Ah yes, that's not mine. Really? Because common opinion seems to be that it is. What do you expect me to say to that? Lord Strongheart informs us that you claim to have misplaced your firearm. As embarrassing as that is, I'm afraid it's true. When did you lose it then? That, I don't know. I was issued with a revolver. Oh shit. I was issued with a revolver when I first became a prosecutor 10 years ago. I must have stowed it away somewhere, I suppose, or left it somewhere, perhaps. You have something in common with Lord Van Zieks after all, Mr. Naruhodo. A talent for misplacing things. No, this has nothing to do with me. Don't drag me into it. Don't make the mistake of associating me with this Nipponese. Jesus. Oh dear. The rift is very wide, isn't it? So it's not decisive evidence, clearly. But it doesn't look good, that's for sure. Lord Van Zieks, we came by this old photograph. Where did you get that? It was taken when I became a qualified prosecutor. It's almost unbelievable. I assumed it was long lost. Is the man on the left there? Yes, that's my brother, Clint. It had to be, really. Apparently, this picture was prominently displayed in Gregson's office. He had a deep respect for you, you know. Were you aware of that? Respect? That's nonsense. No, we've heard someone attest to it very clearly. Inspector Gina Lestrade, no less. Well, maybe once, yes. There was a time things were like that. We were brothers in arms, jovially discussing the future of justice and other such lofty subject matter. That was a nice glimpse of the past. I thank you. I feel as though I got a nice glimpse of the past then too. There was a glimmer of light in its eyes, a brief twinkle. An insight into the true nature of this man known to all as the stone-cold Reaper of the Bailey. Mr. Naruhodo. Oh, that's the first time he's ever used my actual name. I've lost all confidence in my country's justice system. I don't trust the police, the judiciary, or the lawyers. But there's still one thing I'm willing to believe in. What's that? Oh, hold up, y'all. Alright, y'all, I'm gonna take a quick break. I'm gonna get some water. I will be playing an ad. Please stick around. I finally get to use this. Alright, we back. We back. Alright, let's keep going. Where was it? Where was it? There we go. What's that? That which you see in the eyes of another across the courtroom. A simple determination to know the truth. Lord Van Zeeks. From the very first time we clashed in the Bailey almost a year ago now, I couldn't deny it, even though I dearly wished I could. Here is a loathsome Nipponese, who has absolute integrity as a lawyer. There are only two other men I've known with that same look in their eyes. My brother, Clint, and Genshin Asogi. The man he idolized and the man who betrayed his trust in the most hideous way. When you showed me that photograph just now, it reminded me. You mean, this photograph? Back when I was able to laugh, I was free of the shackles of mistrust that plague me now. I look to the future with hope. Since then, I've protected myself against betrayal by refusing to trust anyone. But at times, the mire into which I've sunk makes it almost impossible to breathe. I'm so sorry. So, Mr. Naruhodo, I want to believe in that look in your eyes. I need to believe in it. In tomorrow's trial, will you advocate for me? Oh, shit. He's actually asking us? Of course I will. It would be an honor. I'm so pleased, Mr. Naruhodo. Then my life is in your hands. For Lord Van Zeeks, that must have been an incredibly hard thing to ask. Which is why I simply cannot let the man down. Tomorrow, in the Old Bailey, against my old friend Kazuma. To be continued? Yes, sir! We gonna do the trial tomorrow. Let's go! Oh my god. Wow. That was just the investigation. That was so crazy, bro. With fucking Sholmes' wild ass hair, the whole shit with the prison, Gregson dying, Van Zeeks being accused, Kazuma being the prosecutor. Oh man, I cannot wait for the trial. But unfortunately, I am gonna have to end it there. Had a great time. Great. This was so amazing. I can't wait to see what happens next. Hopefully y'all can join me tomorrow. I will be streaming again tomorrow. Same time, 4 p.m. PT, 7 p.m. ET. Hopefully y'all can make it through. If you're watching this on YouTube, VODs typically get posted the day after I stream. So, please, and sometimes I might miss some uploads, like the times and stuff, so, but I've been pretty consistent with that. Oh, what's the good, Lenny? He said, good stream. Thank you, Rob. Appreciate you. Richard said, wait till you hear some of the music in the trial. Cannot wait. I cannot wait. Apparently, this is gonna be pretty long. How long have I been streaming? I've been streaming for 3 hours? Jesus. That investigation took 3 hours? Honestly, it didn't feel like that to me.
It was pretty crazy. A lot of setup. It was a lot of setup. I was lurking. Oh, for sure, bro. No worries. What else do I have to plug? As always, the Disrespected Podcast. We uploaded like we caught up on a lot of our videos, so we have like 4 uploads on our YouTube. Be sure to check those out. One of them is a game night with TMNT Shredder's Revenge. That was fun. Podcasts that we did. You know, so it's a lot of content. 4 of them bitches got uploaded. It did. They did, bro. A lot of content right there. So if you guys want to see more, head over to the Disrespected Podcast YouTube channel. Richard said, I took 2 hours just to find out Gregson died. To find out he died. Bro, that still blew my mind. Like, how the fuck could that? Why would they kill Gregson? Why, bro? This man was gonna move to Paris. He was gonna have a fantastic life, bro, and they fucking killed him, bro. I'm upset. And I think that's it. I think I don't have anything else to plug. Like I said, please tune in tomorrow, same time, 4 p.m. PT, 7 p.m. ET, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.